you see those pictures of the polar bears on the ice floe, right? And all of you folks are like, oh shit, climate change, that's so sad, those poor bears. I look at that and I think, holy fuck, those adorable little murder balls are mobile now. And what the hell? It's very confusing to me. Kind of like when Evan Peters played Jeffrey Dahmer. Just made me feel weird, you know? But no, this week I saw this New York Times headline pop up, and it was telling me that there had been a polar bear attack on a mom and baby in Alaska. And at first I thought, well, you know, that makes sense. Like, this baby was probably crying in a movie theater, a restaurant, and the polar bear had had enough. But then I realized they weren't talking about the cute, chubby, white-haired gay man bear. They were talking about the cute, chubby, white-haired murder ball bear, okay? But I didn't realize that was news. I just assumed if you live in Alaska, you're gonna get attacked by a polar bear at some point. Like, I didn't know that was rare. Just like I have always assumed that living in West Virginia, at some point, I will get attacked by Mothman. Played by Evan Peters. That's a recurring dream, that's weird. Anyway, oh, this is Spitballing, by the way, so if this is brand new material presenting you all, so if people look at their notes, fuck off, okay? Okay, but since I was confused about which polar bear they were talking about, I thought some of you all might be too. So I thought I would put together like a little like polar service announcement for you all. Just so you can determine which polar bear we're talking about. This turned out to be more difficult than I had imagined, because the first thing I put on my list was, well, a polar bear prefers Schwinks because they're young and tender and taste better. It's like, wait, that would be both. And I tried again and I said, polar bears prefer White Claws on ice. That doesn't work either, but don't give either one of them the mango. But I finally got there, okay? So I've got a list for you now, how you can determine which you are dealing with. So are you guys ready for polar bear versus polar bear?
Yeah.
That was the right amount of enthusiasm. You were correct. Everybody got drinks out there? Woo! All right. See, if you don't know what a twink is, go see Spencer at the bar, okay? Okay, so a polar bear can't decide between the daddy and the son. A polar bear eats the mom and the baby. Oh damn, this set's not gonna go well. Okay. A polar bear says, hey. A polar bear says, roar. Okay, a little bit. A polar bear will eat your ass. A polar bear will eat your ass. All right, we're getting there, we're warming up. A polar bear will do coke in the bathroom. A polar bear will do a Coke commercial. There we go. I feel for the nostalgia, it gets them every time. My roommate Logan, who has to endure me testing this material, really fucking hated this one, y'all. A polar bear can be fended off by saying, I'm not into it. A polar bear can be fended off by saying, I'm not Inuit. I'm so sorry. Okay. A polar bear can see Russia from his backyard. A polar bear hangs, and I support Ukraine flag on it. Never mind. Right. Both of them hate Putin, that's all you need to know. A polar bear prefers Navy SEALs. A polar bear prefers baby seals. That's pretty obvious, right? But what you don't know is that both love the 1994 hit song Kiss from a Rose, sung by Seal. But the difference is one of them knows it from the Neverending Story 3 soundtrack, and the other one knows it from the Batman Forever soundtrack. So you can still use that if you're in a pinch. I promise there's just a couple more. Oh God, this is dumb. Okay, so both polar bears are losing their natural habitat. One to the flooding of gay bars by bridal parties, and one to the melting of ice caps because of the Republican Party. All right, there you go. When George Santos was asked for comment on this, he said, "Glacier apparently knew her." And little known fact, oh, this is dumb. A polar bear would go for George Santos in drag. So would the other polar bear, but only if he was played by Evan Peters. All right, I'm gonna get off of here and turn it over to the next comic.